He never wore a badge, never sat at a war council. But for 11 years, Caleb Voss intercepted the most classified satellite traffic from a station buried so deep under Greenland that no GPS signal could find it. They called it Station Veritas. He just called it the room. Every day, Caleb filtered signals, static, frequencies, war data, peace treaties, and sometimes echoes, faint pulses, like secrets no one meant to send. On November 3rd, at 4:11, one of those echoes came through. Only this time, it was different. A burst transmission, encrypted, scrambled, and marked with a clearance above his level. It said, Aegis folds at 1900. Initiate Scorch. Vermilion. Caleb paused. Vermilion wasn't a code name. It was a location. And Aegis was the Coalition's orbital defense shield. Folding meant shutting down. Scorch meant targeting ground fallback systems. And if that message was real, someone was about to erase entire continents. He logged it, flagged it, sent a report. The reply came instantly. Signal corrupted. Resume operations. No acknowledgement. No questions. Just silence. The next day, 2 men arrived at Station Veritas. Not in uniform. No names. Just a briefcase and a new protocol. Caleb was reassigned. Monitoring weather bands. They erased his access to encrypted traffic, deleted his reports, rebooted his terminal, but not his memory. Caleb remembered the signal, the tone, the timing. So he broke the only rule he had never broken. He archived a copy and went looking. He cross-checked anomalies from other stations, built a shadow map of signal traces. Something was coming. A covert shutdown of orbital systems, disguised as maintenance. A false flag. And worse, someone inside command was orchestrating it. He tried to warn his contact. The call never went through. His apartment was searched. His access badges revoked. The world went on. Until 7 days later. At 1857, every major global satellite feed cut to static for 43 seconds. When they came back, no one said a word. But Caleb knew. That was the window. That was the moment. Someone had tried to burn the sky. But it didn't work. Because 3 minutes earlier, someone had broadcast a pulse from Veritas Station on an old, forgotten emergency frequency. A fail-safe Caleb had uncovered during his search. He sent one command, abort /_scorch. Confirm authority, Vermilion. The system paused. Then accepted. And then the cover-up began. Caleb vanished. No mention in reports. No medals. No thank you. But one technician, weeks later, found a scratched message under Veritas's old mainframe. If you're hearing static, you're not listening hard enough. Caleb Voss stopped a global catastrophe, not with weapons, but with curiosity and conviction. He listened when no one else would, and saved everyone who never knew they were in danger. He didn't need to be known. He just needed to know the truth. That's something no protocol can erase. What no one knew was what came after. Caleb didn't disappear into the cold. He went deeper underground. Using his last contacts in a decommissioned spy network, he slipped through Arctic evacuation zones, eventually reaching a forgotten base near Iceland's southern coast. There, he opened a line to a retired operative named Arlen Shore, once one of the top analysts in the Coalition's countersignal unit. Arlen was off-grid, presumed dead, but he responded. Vermilion wasn't a location, he told Caleb. It was a kill switch. You just rewired the fuse box of the world. That's when Caleb realized. What he stopped wasn't the full plan. It was phase 1. The rest was buried in operations he hadn't even heard of. Ghost Atlas, Black Mercury, Echelon Fade. With Arlen's help, Caleb decrypted fragments of old data. Logs from satellite missions that never launched, weapons tests that never occurred, and names of people who had vanished from every record. He was chasing ghosts now. But one thing was clear. Station Veritas wasn't an outpost. It was a firewall, a buffer between the world and something much worse. And he had been its last keeper. Caleb started leaving clues. Bits of truth hidden in old frequencies. Anonymous tips to journalists who still cared. Scrambled voices in academic research data. But the system fought back. Drones tracked his movements. Data trails vanished overnight. and every ally he found disappeared. Yet he never stopped, because sometimes a war isn't won in a single act. It's fought in 1,000 moments of quiet defiance. And somewhere, buried in an unused broadband spectrum, someone still hears a faint pulse, a pattern, a message, a memory, not erased, not forgotten, just waiting to be heard again. And it starts like this. This is Voss. Listening. Always.